Hi my reading friends, this is Sarah. Today I'm going to read the story Goldilocks and the Three Bears. This is a traditional story. I have with me a young reading friend Tia. So Tia will begin. Okay? Alright. Once upon a time there were three bears who lived in a little house in a wood. Father bear was a very big bear. Mother bear was a medium-sized bear. Baby bear was just a tiny little bear. So Tia, can you show me Father bear? What do you think he's doing? What has he got in his hands?
He's got wood.
Wood. He's got firewood in his hands. Very good. And where is baby bear? Mama bear seems to be holding him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So they have a little cottage. One morning, Mother Bear cooked some porridge for breakfast. She put it into 3 bowls. There was a very big bowl for Father Bear, a medium-sized bowl for Mother Bear, and a tiny little bowl for Baby Bear. So which bowl do you think is Father Bear's bowl? That one, good. And Mother Bear's bowl? That. And baby's? Yes, very good. The porridge was rather hot, so the 3 bears decided to go for a walk in the wood while it cooled. So they've kept all their porridge on the table. Can you see something in the shelf here? What do you think that is?
It's apples.
Apples in a basket. Good. So now at the edge of the wood, in another little house, there lived a little girl. Her golden hair was so long that she could sit on it. She was called Goldilocks. On that very same morning, before breakfast, Goldilocks also went for a walk in the wood. Why do you think her name is Goldilocks?
Because she has golden hair.
Yeah, and it's very long. Do you know any other story with a girl with very long golden hair?
Yeah.
Which is it?
Rapunzel.
Yes, Rapunzel. And what is little Goldilocks holding in her hand?
Flowers.
Very good, flowers. Soon Goldilocks came to the little house where the 3 bears lived. The door was open and she peeped inside. When she saw that no one was there, she walked straight in. Goldilocks saw the 3 bowls of porridge and the 3 spoons on the table. The porridge smelled good and Goldilocks was hungry because she had not had her breakfast. Goldilocks picked up the very big spoon and tasted the porridge in the very big bowl. It was too hot. Do you think it felt so hot her mouth was scalded, no? Okay, so she doesn't want that bowl. Then she picked up the medium-sized spoon and tasted the porridge in the medium-sized bowl. It was too lumpy. Then she picked up the tiny little spoon and tasted the porridge in the tiny little bowl. It was just right. Soon she had eaten it all up. Then Goldilocks saw 3 chairs, a very big chair, a medium-sized chair, and a tiny little chair. She sat in the very big chair. It was too high. Whose chair is this, do you think?
That's Papa Bear's chair.
Yeah, that's Papa Bear's chair. She didn't like it, no? She's not comfortable. She sat in the medium-sized chair. It was too hard. Then she sat in the tiny little chair. It was just right. So what do you think is this here by the...
That's the toy train.
The toy train. Yes, good. But was the tiny little chair just right? No. Goldilocks was rather too heavy for it. The seat began to crack and then it broke. What's going to happen? Do you think she's going to fall down on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the chair broke. Oh dear, Goldilocks had broken the tiny little chair and she was very sorry. Next, Goldilocks went into the bedroom. There she saw 3 beds, a very big bed, a medium-sized bed and a tiny little bed. What kind of bed do you have, Tia? Do you have a tiny bed or a medium-sized bed or a big bed?
I have a small bed.
You have a small bed, okay. She felt tired and thought she would like to sleep. So Goldilocks climbed up onto the very big bed. It was too hard. Whose bed was that? The big one?
The daddy bed.
Daddy Bear's. Then she climbed up onto the medium-sized bed. It was too soft. Then Goldilocks lay down on the tiny little bed. It was just right. Soon she was fast asleep. Before long, the three bears came home for breakfast. Father Bear looked at his very big porridge bowl and said in a very loud voice, "Who's been eating my porridge?" So, what is this you see? He's roaring. And what is his teeth? Are they very big?
They're sharp and big.
Yeah, they're sharp and big. Mother Bear looked at her medium-sized porridge bowl and said in a medium-sized voice, "Who's been eating my porridge?" Baby Bear looked at his tiny little porridge bowl and said in a tiny little voice, "Who's been eating my porridge and has eaten it all up?" So Baby Bear is very upset because his porridge is finished. What do you like to eat the most? What's your favorite food?
I like to eat oats.
Oats. Yeah, you like oats. Okay, that's very good. Next, Father Bear looked at his very big chair. "Who has been sitting in my chair?" he asked in a very loud voice. Then Mother Bear looked at her medium-sized chair. "Who has been sitting in my chair?" she asked in a medium-sized voice. Let's see. Then Baby Bear looked at his tiny little chair. "Who has been sitting in my chair and has broken it?" he asked in a tiny little voice. He's very angry because his chair is broken. What is Mother Bear's frock color?
It's pink and white.
Yeah, it's pink and white. Next, the three bears went into the bedroom. Father Bear looked at his very big bed. "Who has been lying on my bed?" he asked in a very loud voice. Mother Bear looked at her medium-sized bed. "Who has been lying on my bed?" she asked in a medium-sized voice. Baby Bear looked at his tiny little bed. "Here she is," he cried, making his tiny little voice as loud as he could. "Here is the naughty girl who has eaten my porridge and broken my chair. Here she is." At the sound of their voices, Goldilocks woke up. When she saw the three bears, she jumped off the bed in fright. She rushed down the stairs through the cottage door and disappeared into the wood. Do you think she was very scared?
Yes.
Should she have done this? Is it okay to get into someone's house when they're not there?
No.
No. By the time the three bears reached the door, Goldilocks was out of sight. The three bears never saw her again. So there they are happily gathering flowers in a basket. Okay, thank you.